Hey sweet souls, welcome back to Conscious Lifestyle Coaching. My name is Raileigh. I'm an author, poet, speaker, and healer. Today's message, I am speaking to someone who is afraid or hesitant, or perhaps quite certain that they don't need to invest in services that provide emotional and spiritual and mental healing. I'm speaking to someone who perhaps is angry that you have to pay for these services. Why should you be having to pay for someone to help you feel loved and cared about? To be seen in the eyes of compassion, to be prayed over? Why do you have to invest in that? If God, the universe, the divine really loves us, shouldn't those things come to us freely? And I'm here to remind you they do. Love is with you all the time. All you have to do is sit in presence and meditate yourself and pray yourself, and you're there. The love of God, our angels, our guides are with us in every moment. We are literally never alone. It is an illusion when we are suffering in our mind, that we are isolated, that we are without hope, that there is not anything to be grateful or happy about. It is all illusions, but it's helpful sometimes to have someone who is a professional or an expert in navigating the blocks, the obstacles that are living in your mind, in your reality, that is inhibiting you from receiving the love and hope that you're seeking, that you're searching for. And yes, you can take yourself out of that place. But when we're not able, perhaps we've lost our own sense of empowerment, or just the will or the fight even for ourselves, that is when the soul is coming through, asking you to save yourself, to help yourself. And that's why you're seeking that healing, that loving light and compassion from someone else. And your soul is trying to align you with opportunities to learn the skills and to awaken to the divinity and the love and the abundance that is already there in your life. And so when you approach and are in discovery of someone who can help you, who again is an expert in those demons that you face, because they have already faced those demons, they've already overcome and survived and defeated them. And when you approach those services and you get grouchy or disheartened or angry that you have to pay money for the help that you're seeking, we understand. We understand, but think of money in this context as an exchange of energy. If you're paying and investing in someone else to help you, to hold space for you, to share resources with you, time, not love, you're not asking or paying for love. You're paying for the space to explore love, to learn how to love yourself, or how to love yourself better, or to find clarity, or next steps in how to love the earth better, the world better, other people better. You're seeking and needing purpose in your life, strategy in your life. When you exchange money that the provider is asking for in order for them to feel that they can hold that space for you, for them to keep sustaining that space for you and be consistent and reliable and trustworthy, to gift to you what you are needing, what you are asking for, then it is a worthy investment, because you're investing in yourself. You're investing in your healing. And someone who can not maybe help you, but truly help you. Because we should not be investing in services or providers that we don't trust to to truly help us. Again, for the people who are providing these services, we understand that if you're already in a desperate and hopeless place, you might not have money. But money is a currency, and so when you allow it to flow with the little that you have, and you invest it in someone who wants to see you grow, in a company or a business or a partnership that wants to grow with you, then abundance comes back to you even more, in a multitude of ways and in diversity of ways. So this is financial intelligence as well as mental health and spiritual health, emotional health. It's all tied. Because when you're investing in those services, you're asking that provider not only to help you heal and to love yourself and to change your life, you're asking them also to help you take control over your own life, to help you be responsible, to teach you how to invest in things that are important to you and how to do it and manage it in a way that will continue to protect your path, to continue elevating you. So again, that small investment, that small seed that you started with, that you were hesitant for, and it might have been everything you had. But when it's a trustworthy source and you know that source has been God-given to you, that you have been spiritually led to it and you invest in it, you trust and you have faith, and it will become extremely obvious and clear to you that it was the right choice, because you will see your life manifest the abundance that you need, the love that you're seeking, the freedom that you need to be your true self. All of this will start happening, and it will start happening very quickly. So if you're needing and seeking, again, love in your life, more money in your life, you have to understand the business side of reality too. So we cannot expect for our lives to change unless we make investments, we make an exchange, we sow something in and say, universe, God, I'm letting go and detaching from my pain and all the choices that I'm making that are harming myself and self-sabotaging the soul and divine mission you've given me. I'm letting that go. Here is my testament. Here is my commitment. Here's my promise to that. So take it and help me, God, receive into my life what you have for me, what you want from me. Lead me in that way. And God's answers in our life, God's leadership, God's vision comes to us through earthly things, people who are devoted and surrendered to the path of being the healer, being the guide, being the business coach for you. That is what God has asked them to do. But just because we're doing the work of God with our life doesn't mean that we're not human and we make mistakes and we're not perfect, and that we don't have lives and families that we also have to take care of. And so when a provider or a person or a guide asks you to exchange financial means for them to help you, you have to understand where they're coming from. Is also self-compassion. They are teaching you what self-compassion and self-love and empowerment looks like when they charge you money for their services. They're saying, what you're asking from me is going to provide genuine value in your life that you will see very quickly. And so if you're not seeing that result in your life, if you're not receiving the fruit of the divine spirit in your life from someone you've invested in, that person is not being led by God. That business is not being motivated by genuine and true love. And so hopefully you can ask for a refund, or at least take this as a lesson and opportunity in your life of how to discern better people and businesses and communities that are being spiritually led by divine love. And that's when the hurt and the betrayal and the distress comes in our lives, when we stop asking for help. So then an external trauma in our life becomes self-trauma by self-sabotage, because we refuse help, and therefore we're refusing love that God is sending through the earth for us, because we're afraid and distrusting of it happening again, and it becomes an act of self-preservation. But it is in self-preservation and closed-mindedness and a hate of life that will keep us trapped and stagnant in situations where we're trying desperately to get out of. And it is in that desperate place, when we have very little left, very little love in our heart, very little hope in our mind, and very little money in our bank account, that is the most vulnerable place we can be. And yes, everyone, it seems, every business on earth is trying to reach you or put you in that desperate place, to take advantage of you, to exploit where you are now, to convince you that you need them in order to be successful, in order to heal, in order to live a better life. But again, we're on this journey as we're discerning what true love is. We're about to see on a global scale businesses and industries and entire countries even that are not being motivated by a genuine love. It's built on control, meant to manipulate people's vulnerabilities. And so those entities will tell you that you need them, or you will not heal, you will not change. If any entity tells you that, they're lying to you. They are using you. And this is how you'll be able to discern. Now, very evil people, very corrupted people, unfortunately, they know all the same knowledge and wisdoms as people of divine love. So as you learn this now and you're able to discern, the enemy will also understand that you know that it will continue to try and deceive you and disrupt your life. And that's what happens when things seem to get better. You're on the up and up. Things are looking up again in your life. And then you fall down again and again. Because the enemy knows that you know the strategies. And so what do you do then? If you're really trying to get out of a desperate place, whether that is a lack of money or a lack of love in your life, how do you get out? And everything you do seems to continue to be under attack. You have to be soul guided out of here, spiritually led. It is a voice, it is a guidance that doesn't come from anywhere in the world, it comes from you. And so you don't have to ask people for that guidance, you know. And so if you approach a provider or a business or a potential lover, and you have to ask them, is this a worthy investment? Do you love me? Is this product really going to help me? You're already coming into this space as a disempowered individual that can be taken advantage of. But I'm speaking to people who need to know this and be aware of when they're doing this, so that they are not taken advantage of by the wrong people. And sometimes it takes the right people, opportunity for you to be aware and to continue protecting yourself. Anything that you express out of your mouth, out of your mind, can be taken and used. Anything, all of it. So you have to know the game plan. You have to know the divine guidance within yourself before you do anything, before you approach, before you initiate conversation or try to initiate a business interaction. You should be praying on it. You should be meditating on it. Moving slow. Not waiting forever for things to happen or for someone to save you, but moving slow enough to see ahead of time. To recognize patterns. To use the wisdom of your life to recognize when the same enemy is coming around the corner again. And to not stay there and to look for new opportunities. New ways that the divine God is trying to enter your life right now. But again, it's when we encounter so many hurt and betrayals that we resist new opportunities, new strategies God is trying to give us through people, through the earth plane. And so, if you're needing love or money at this time, you are already very abundant, because if God is truly always with you, then you always have the door open to change your life and to heal and to feel and experience the fullness of love and wholeness and the blessings that you need right now to continue walking your mission out, your reason for being here on this earth. So I want to take the last couple minutes to speak to the people who are wanting to help people who are in that place. To not be afraid to charge for your services. The people who want to help people who are in desperate places, you've been in that place, you know what it's like, and you've come out of it. And so it is your responsibility and your accountability at this point to stay and remain in your growth. And so as you continue to ascend on your path, you've actualized the vision that God has given you, you've built the business, you're receiving recognition, and with that recognition comes income, finances, people investing in you so you can continue to do the work that they are truly healing and receiving from. And so it is imperative that you charge for your services so you can continue taking care of yourself, so you can take care of more people. And yes, being a business owner means that you take accountability for the leadership you have, the resources and extra provisions you have, and you provide something daily that people can access, that people can receive from, because it is up to you to help people discern and to build that trust and to know that you are the one for them. You have to help them build their own clarity to know what they need first. And then the question becomes, are you what they need at this time? Is God appointing that, not you? And so that is operating and leading a spiritual operation or business that is truly divinely guided and divinely led. We have to know our worth as healers, as guides, as teachers, as professionals in the arts, as CEOs and directors of major companies, leading industries. You have to know your worth so you can continue to walk in authority. You have to continue to rise and to grow and teach strategies. And if you don't grow yourself, you're teaching people in your community and your friends and your family and your children it's okay to stay stagnant, to wallow in self-pity and self-harm and self-sabotage and ultimately self-destruction. You're here to teach people how to rise above that as you have risen for yourself. And so you must charge for your services. Your services must be a reflection of all that you have overcome in your life and the skills and strategies you've built to share with people that are not maybe going to help people. You know they're going to help people, and so they're worthy of being invested in, and people need those tools. People are praying all around this world for something. And so how do you think those prayers are answered? Again, through the people of this earth who receive from God divine inspiration from a prayer that someone else has asked. Let the prayers you have once asked you become that prayer. But you're also human. And that human needs to be taken care of and safe and provided for, right? The more people that you're serving, more products that are reaching people on this earth, this planet, the more families you become responsible for, the more responsibility on your life to continue to sustain, and the more resources you need to be successful. It's that simple. It's that clear. And so if you're in this position, in this place in your life when you're questioning either investing in someone else to help you, or you are that person asking people to invest in you to help them, continue to understand it's okay. There's no shame in it. You are worthy of respect for letting God use you at this time, and you deserve safety. So thank you so much for listening. I hope this helps someone make a choice for themselves, or to at least come out here and join me in this leadership in spiritual healing. We're not here to manipulate people based on love. We're not selling love. That's not what people are buying from you. They're buying awareness. They're buying access to communities they would never have access to in their ordinary reality, where they are now. They are helping people jump timelines, enter new dimensions, receive opportunities that where they are now, the circles they are in, the behaviors and cycles they are trapped in, they cannot access unless you open the door for them. And then you allow them to walk on their journey wherever they are guided. But this is called being support. This is called being of service, right? So I hope this helps. I am a spirit. I am a spirit, protecting this human, protecting this human, providing, guiding, leading you and me, you and me, you and me. So we're on this path. This is an equal exchange of energy we are receiving, because as I come on here and offer free content and more people come on in and they see me, they empower me. And then of course there's dimensions to what I offer, what someone else is offering you, and you have the choice. If you are being spiritually led to receive help, say yes. Forgive the past mistakes and be open. Be open to the love that comes down from God to this earth. So you are reminded you are not alone. You are not without hope, or without power, or without love, or without abundance. So if you would like more from me than the free content, please come on into the Medicine Garden at 7 p.m. Eastern Time every Tuesday. You can meet other people who are just as knowledgeable, or even more so than I am in certain dimensions and other dimensions. I'm here to learn from you. Come teach me in the Medicine Garden. This is unity consciousness, right? Thank you to everyone who's applied for Life Purpose Actualization. I have a few spots open left, so continue to submit the short application. It's free, and then I won't charge you for a free 45-minute consultation. Again, to build that trust and make sure we are aligned, that God is speaking to both of us, that we are supposed to walk a journey together in soul growth, exchange energy in sacred space. So if that's you, please email me or check out my website, consciouslifestylecoaching.com. The next free Ascension seminar, a Sacred Reminders Discourse, is called A Healthier Kind of Fun. So we are doing that as we approach the winter solstice here in this side of the world. So if that's you, if you resonate with finding more fulfillment and joy, even as someone who's highly disciplined to building a business right now, or to their spiritual path, to healing, this seminar might be for you. And again, it's free, and you can RSVP by emailing me, Raileigh at consciouslifestylecoaching.com. The books are available. You can check out my website to see the listing of them, or you can go ahead and check out Phoenix Medicine, A Transformative Journey Through Consciousness on Amazon. Women Connected in Wisdom, Volume 2. I'm also featured in as a spiritual expert, and it's specifically focused on relationships and purpose and navigating the complexities of that. So if any of my offerings resonate with you and I could be of support, please email me anytime. And of course, I wish you peace and love on your path, wherever you are guided. I'll speak to you again soon. Thank you so much again for being on this journey with me.